Hello, folks. I am Alan for today's news. I will be reading and speaking about world news, interesting news to keep you entertained, and news to keep you informed. And what I got for you first here is from the Associated Press. Georgia nuclear plant begins splitting atoms for the first time. A nuclear plant in Georgia has begun splitting atoms in one of its two nuclear reactors. Georgia Power said Monday, a key step toward reaching commercial operation at the first new nuclear reactors built from scratch in decades in the United States. The unit of Atlanta-based Southern Company said operation reached self-sustaining nuclear fusion inside the reactor at Plant Vogel, something like that, southeast of Augusta, that makes the intense heat that will be used to produce steam and spin turbines to generate electricity. A third and fourth reactor was approved for construction at Vogto by the Georgia Pacific Service Commission in 2009, and the third reactor was supposed to start generating power in 2016. The company now says Unit 3 could begin commercial operation in May or June. Unit 4 is projected to begin commercial operation sometime between this November and March 2024. The cost of the third and fourth reactor was originally supposed to be $14 billion. The reactors are now supposed to cost more than $30 billion. That's because that doesn't include $3.68 billion that originally contractor Westinghouse paid to the owners after going bankrupt, which begins total spending to more than $34 billion. You can read the rest of this in my description box. Here's one from USA Today. Joe Biden budget proposal will include tax increases. What are they? Wealthy Americans will pay higher taxes under the proposal budget that Joe Biden will send to Congress on Thursday. But Biden says he will keep his promise not to raise taxes on middle class Americans. Yeah, right. I don't believe that. I got to see that first. That man's so full of lies. I want to make it clear I'm going to raise some taxes, Biden said during a trip to Virginia Beach, Virginia last week. However, people making less than $400,000 a year would not pay any additional single penny in any tax, he said. The budget blueprint will be the first that Biden has submitted to the Republican-controlled House, which is unlikely to go along with his proposal to raise some taxes. Congress is in charge of writing the federal budget, and Biden's spending plan will become the starting point. Well, we will see. You can read the rest of this in my description box. We will see what happens. Here's something from Radar Online. Heal the world. Vladimir Putin takes cue from Michael Jackson's and sleeps in cryogenic oxygen tank. Putin has started sleeping in a cryogenic oxygen tank in an effort to cure himself of all his alleged health problems, Radar Online has learned. In a surprising development to come as the 70-year-old Russian leader continues to battle a myriad of rumored maladies, Putin has reportedly started sleeping in a tank like that of the late Michael Jackson. According to the Kremlin insider, the multi-million-dollar cryogenic oxygen tank was set up at the Russian president's secret lair located approximately 250 miles outside of Moscow. Although Jackson used his cryo chamber to slow his aging before his premature death in 2009, how did that work out? Putin reportedly uses the technology to deliver 15 times more oxygen to his body and organs. Kremlin insiders also indicated Putin has gone officially wacko-jacko and continues to battle his different health problems despite being too far gone. Putin has now officially totally gone wacko, one insider said this week, according to the Daily Star. He has a cutting-edge cryo chamber in his mansion that doubles up as an oxygen tank. And you can read the rest of this in my description box. Here's something from USA Today. SiriusXM Radio announces layoffs, joining growing list of tech companies cutting jobs. Yeah, I heard Meta's laying off more too now. The satellite radio company SiriusXM plans to cut 475 jobs, or 8% of its workforce, as part of the broader reconstructing effort due to the new business investments and economic uncertainty, according to a Monday SEC filing. The layoffs will impact nearly every department and follow a November review to identify areas where the company could improve efficiency. Let's see. It says here, SiriusXM owns. They own Pandora too. Didn't know that. Had already reduced contact and marketing spend, decreases its real estate footprint, and tightened restrictions in its travel and entertainment policy to curtail costs. However, today's decision to reduce our workflow was required in order for us to maintain a sustainable, profitable company. And it says here, down here, it says layoff recession fear spurs some companies to hire more gig economy workers. Massive tech company layoffs look ugly. These are links you can click on. Everything will be down in my description box. Ericsson layoffs affecting 8% of staff. Zoom, I heard they lay off probably another 15%. You can read the rest of this in my description box. Not much in the news today. I figured this was here interesting. This is from India Today. North Korea warns U.S. against shooting down test missiles. It says it will be a declaration of war. North Korea said any move to shoot down one of its test missiles could be considered a declaration of war, and blamed a joint military exercise between the United States and South Korea for growing tensions. Kim Yo Jong, whatever we call it, the powerful sister of leader Kim, warned in a statement. Can't say that name there. Was see it as a declaration of war, and if the U.S. took military action against the North Korea weapon. So if we shoot down their test missile, then that's a war with them. So maybe we'll go to war with them before we do with Russia and China. She also hinted that the North Korea could fire more missiles into the Pacific Ocean. The United States and its allies have never shot down North Korean ballistic missiles, which are banned in the United Nations Security Council. But the question drew new scrutiny since the North suggested it will fire more missiles over Japan. I ain't going to read the rest of that in my subscription box. My last one here, I told you about the 4 people that was kidnapped in Mexico. It said here, this is from, I got this article from KMOV out of St. Louis. 2 kidnapped Americans found dead in Mexico. 2 others alive. 2 of the 4 Americans abducted in Mexico last week when their van was caught in a shootout were found dead, a top Mexican official said Tuesday. The 2 others have been found alive, with 1 wounded. This one governor from this one city, Tapalopus, or something like that, did not provide detail of the event of the wounded person's injuries. And I learned to find out too. They went down there so this one could get a tummy tuck, and they traveled to a bad area. I'm gonna play this video right here for you.
We don't know everything about this video, which shows people being loaded into the back of a white pickup at gunpoint. We don't definitively know they are the 4 Americans kidnapped Friday in the border city of Matamoros, Mexico. The FBI would not confirm its authenticity, but this video matches what the FBI says happened. The FBI says 4 Americans in a white minivan with North Carolina license plates drove into Mexico, were fired at by unidentified gunmen, crashed their van, were put into another vehicle and taken away. I don't want to share too much about the information on how we're moving forward or even the individuals. We just want to be really mindful on that. The FBI issued a $50,000 reward for the return of the Americans and the arrest of those involved. And Mexico's president says the whole government is working on this. He says the Americans came to Mexico to buy medicine. A U.S. official with knowledge of the investigation believes a Mexican cartel mistakenly thought the Americans were Haitian drug smugglers in an area known for its danger.
Travel advisory for Tamaulipas State remains at level 4. Do not travel. We encourage Americans to keep that advice.
I haven't driven across the border in 17 years.
A U.S. lawmaker whose district sits on the border says this incident proves the U.S. needs the political will to deal with border drug dangers while working to get 4 Americans safely back home. I'm Emily Schmidt reporting.
Now, they said they went to get medicine. Then I heard they went to get a tummy tuck. And trying to get back to this article here. There you go. It says here, this one person, Obrador, complained about the U.S. media coverage of the missing Americans, accusing them of sensationalizing things. It's not like that when they kill Mexicans in the United States. They go quietly like mummies. And somewhere, I forgot where it was. You can read the rest of this, but it'd be my description box. But, first they said medicine, and then I heard another report this morning said one of them went to get a tummy tuck. Now they're saying medicine on that one video. So, but I heard they was in a gunfire line of 2 cartels fighting each other when they got shot. But why did they put them in the pickup? I don't know. Anyway, that's all I got for you today. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and come back once in a while. Until next time, thanks for watching. Later.